Welcome back to Data Shark Academy. Let's look into a case when data itself has characters same as delimiter. If that is the case, then we must handle such data carefully. Otherwise, fields will be split and value will be moved to the wrong columns. This is a very common error in data ingestion projects. Sqoop provides two directives for slightly different uses. First one is the escaped by directive, which is used to set the escape character for your data. It could be forward or backward slash based on which operating system was used to generate the data. The second directive is enclosed by directive, which encloses the value using the character set in the command. For example, you have a free-form text field, and the value of this field may have some characters which are same as the delimiter character. Then you can use this escape by and enclosed by together to handle these kinds of values. Basically what it will do is it will enclose the entire value into, say, a double quote, and that will prevent the splitting of the data at a wrong position in your data set. So let's try this. Before we run this command, let's see how the data is on the MySQL side. So if we go back here and do a select star from employees, limit 10, here you can see that few of the values in last name column has special characters. For example, here we have a comma. So if comma is used as the delimiter in your case, then it will definitely not work, because when you use the data from Hadoop, say in Hive, then Hive will consider that the last name is Simul and junior will be moved to the gender column and M will move to the higher column. This will mess up your data. So in such cases, we need to either enclose such values in double quotes or change the delimiter like we saw in previous exercises. Similarly, if your data has, say, quotes, double quotes or single quotes, that may also cause some problems, okay? Or there are some other special escape characters within the data, then you can use the other directive provided by Sqoop to escape these characters. So let me show you how this works. So let's run the Sqoop and table will be employees, target directory, okay, and escaped by. So basically we are escaping all backslashes, enclosed by, and we are enclosing any value which has the delimiter with the double quotes. Okay, so this is what it will do. Enter. Okay, so MapReduce has started. Alright, so we received all 1000 records, and you see the data size has increased a little bit, and that's because of the escaping of the characters. Let's see how data looks on the Hadoop side. Employees, let's go E. Alright, so let's print some records. Okay, let's also print some records from our previous exercises without using escape and enclosed by directives. So clearly you can see the difference here. The first difference is that each of the value is now enclosed by quotes. This may or may not be the requirement, but now you know how to do it if you have to. Okay. The another thing that I want you to focus on is the value of simul. So here the delimiter is comma, and you see that simul junior was the last name and it had a comma in the value itself. So ideally this is one value, but when you run it through Hive, it will consider as two different values, and this is a clear case where the data will be messed up. Now when we escaped this and enclosed it with double quotes, now what happened is now simul junior with a comma in it is a single value. In this case it will not be messed up. Okay, so this is one way to handle it. The another thing that I want you to pay attention to is the value of third record, and here you see originally we had double quotes and that was coming as part of the data. Now we have escaped it, which means that if there is any existing double quotes in the value, then that will be escaped by a slash, and that's what we had provided as a parameter for our sqoop command. Now you see, so Bamford is now escaped, so existing double quotes are escaped by a slash, and the outside quotes are basically coming because of the enclosed by directive that passed in. So what you can do here is, if you don't want double quotes, you can skip the enclosed by directive, but in that case you will have an issue with this value because this will not be enclosed and it will be considered as two different values for adjacent fields. Okay, one way to handle this is change the delimiter. We can try this out. Let's try this. I run the sqoop again. Okay. Table employees. Okay, and we will use the escaped by, because we still need to handle the quotes in the values, so we'll use the escape by, but we will not use enclosed by in this case. Instead we will use field terminated by. Okay, so we're gonna use pipe and run this. It's a fields terminated by, so you can go here and change this. Now my MapReduce job is running. Alright, okay, so let's do this. Let's print the result of this result and also the results of previous exercises, and then we can compare. This cat. Oh, oops. Print everything into this. Okay, so now I only want 10 records. Okay, this is from the previous exercise that we did, right? So everything was enclosed. Now from this exercise we have this data. Okay, so delimiter is changed. As you see that Simul Junior is now a one value field. Okay, so this kind of cases can be handled using a combination of these directives, escape by and close by and fields terminated by. Okay, so try this out on your end and let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.